I've decided to start a new life without you." The words floated over the dining table like smoke, choking the celebratory atmosphere of the high-end restaurant. We were there to honor my daughter's college graduation. Gregory, my husband of 28 years, still held his champagne glass aloft, the planned toast vanishing beneath his declaration. Conversations died mid-sentence. Silverware clinked to a stop. Around 50 guests, all family and friends, fell silent, their gazes shifting between us, awaiting my response. They expected outrage, a dramatic exit, or tears. Instead, I smiled. "Thank you for your honesty. My name is Bianca Caldwell. I'm 54, and up until that moment, I had performed my role as the dutiful wife and mother flawlessly. I had shelved my career goals to support Gregory through 3 failed startups, 2 job changes, and an endless string of soul-searching phases. I raised our daughter, Amelia, who sat next to me then, graduation cap slightly askew, her expression frozen in disbelief. At a table near the back, Cassandra Wells, Gregory's significantly younger girlfriend, squirmed under the weight of attention. She was surrounded by people I'd known for decades, friends who apparently knew about the affair but said nothing. Cassandra, who once asked me for career advice, who came to our holiday parties and called me inspiring. With practiced calm, I reached into my handbag and placed a sealed, cream envelope beside Gregory's plate. "What's this?" he asked, his confident smirk slipping. "Something for later," I said evenly. I turned to Amelia, kissed her cheek, and said, "I'm so proud of you. Today is still your day." Then I stood, smoothed my dress, and addressed the room. "Please enjoy your meal. Have a wonderful afternoon." I walked out of the restaurant, my head high, aware of every eye on me. Behind me, the heavy door creaked shut, muffling the growing whispers. Outside, the Georgia summer heat hit me full on. But for the first time in years, I could breathe. The restaurant door burst open behind me. Gregory's voice, now cracked and frantic, called out, "Bianca, what the hell is this? What have you done?" I didn't stop. I allowed myself a small, satisfied smile. The envelope held the first act of my long-planned revenge. I had spent months quietly preparing. For years, I had been the stabilizer in our marriage while Gregory took risks. I had paid for Amelia's college while Gregory sunk money into an ill-fated restaurant with a friend. I worked long hours as a finance manager when Gregory left his job to pursue a furniture-making hobby, one that lasted less than half a year. I had dreams too, a consultancy firm to help women manage their finances. I kept postponing it after Amelia graduates. After Gregory finds his footing, months ago, I noticed odd withdrawals in our shared account, small but unusual. As someone who'd managed our finances for 20 years, the red flags were immediate rather than confronting him outright. I started investigating. What I uncovered was worse than I imagined. Gregory had been draining our joint savings into a secret account. He had spent lavishly on Cassandra dinners, jewelry, even scoping out beachfront homes, all while claiming we needed to cut back for retirement. Then I saw the text messages. Gregory had left his phone unlocked. Messages planning their life together. Messages mocking my trust. Messages scheduling their grand announcement for the day after Amelia's graduation. But Gregory forgot one important thing. I'm a financial strategist. I know how to trace assets. And I remembered our prenuptial agreement. He demanded to protect his future earnings. When I had more family wealth than he did, a fidelity clause, one he just violated while he was planning to disappear with Cassandra. I was collecting evidence. I spoke to lawyers. I tracked his financial moves. I filed divorce paperwork and timed it perfectly, just hours before his intended revelation. Ensuring it remained sealed until after the graduation, I drove straight home, our colonial-style house in Augusta's historic district. The same house Gregory promised to Cassandra in texts. I walked in, everything unchanged: the family photos, our heirloom clock, the worn leather couch where we once dreamed of growing old. Together, I went to the bedroom. Gregory's suitcases were already packed, hidden Ready for his quiet departure, I smiled at the irony. My phone buzzed with messages from Amelia. Friends, even Gregory's sister? Diana, I replied only to Amelia. I'm okay. This isn't yours to carry. Enjoy your day. I love you. She'd be hurt I hadn't told her sooner. But she would understand. She had my rationality. Her father's charm, a powerful blend that got her honors. Hours later, Gregory stormed through the front door. Bianca, he barked. Where are you? I sat calmly in the living room. Closing my laptop, he charged in, waving the envelope. You served me divorce papers? On graduation day? You wanted to start fresh, I replied. I'm simply helping. You had no right, I had every right. I cut in, just as you had every right to choose Cassandra. The prenup expired, he argued smugly. I allowed myself a brief smile. Actually, it didn't. Section 12 says, the fidelity clause holds for the length of the marriage. The blood drained from his face. That prenup, his idea, was now his undoing. He fell onto the couch. You can't do this to me. You did it to yourself? His phone buzzed. Cassandra. No doubt wondering what was taking so long. You're cold, Bianca. Not cold, prepared. You're exaggerating. I played a recording. His voice, Cassandra's, outlining their betrayal, his mocking confidence. Her belief in my blind trust, his face blanched. That's illegal. Not in Georgia, one-party consent, and in our own home. He stood abruptly. I need to make some calls. I suggest a lawyer. I'm staying with Diana. Diana? He sputtered. She saw you two at Christmas. Gave you a chance to come clean. You didn't. Gregory's world was unraveling. You're all betraying me. He mumbled. Ironic, isn't it? As I left, he called after me. What about Amelia? Have you thought of her? My calm cracked. Don't you dare hide behind our daughter. You weren't thinking of her when you planned your beachfront escape. Another buzz, Gregory groaned. Problem? Cassandra's already at the apartment? You mean the one in both your names? The one flagged for credit issues? I handled the leasing agent's call. The lease never went through. I left him standing in the ruins of his plans. Diana welcomed me with open arms and a glass of wine. I just heard from Amelia. She said, Are you okay? I'm better than I expected. We sat in her sunroom, surrounded by plants and peace. What was in that envelope? The whole case, divorce papers, bank transfers, the prenup. The same prenup he was so eager to sign back when Dad gave him seed money, Diana said with a laugh. Poetic justice. Amelia called. I'm coming over, she said. Dad's telling everyone you've gone crazy. 20 minutes later, she arrived, tears, hugs, whispered apologies. I didn't want to ruin your last semester. I explained. Well, Dad ruined it anyway. Later that evening, the doorbell rang. Diana returned, troubled. It's Gregory. And he brought Cassandra. They stepped into the room. The tension electric. Unfreeze the accounts, Gregory demanded. Let's be reasonable. Amelia stepped in front of me. Maybe you should have been reasonable before blowing up our family. This doesn't involve you, Gregory said. You're wrong, she shot back. You destroyed my graduation. You lied? You stole? And now you want sympathy? Cassandra whispered, Maybe we should go. No, Gregory snapped. I want what's fair. Fair? Diana said. You don't know the meaning of it. The mask slipped. Cassandra learned Gregory hadn't told her everything either. About the secret account. The finances. The cracks widened. I think you should both leave. Diana said. Gregory turned to Amelia. Relationships change. They don't change into theft and betrayal. Gregory and Cassandra finally left. But not before he warned, this isn't over. You're welcome to try, I replied. Amelia collapsed beside me, weeping. I can't believe I talked to him like that. You spoke your truth. We toasted to new beginnings. At the preliminary hearing, Gregory's flimsy legal defense crumbled. The judge upheld the prenup, froze the accounts, and granted me control of the house. Gregory left with what little he could claim. His personal account, his failing business, and a bruised ego. Cassandra left him within weeks. Meanwhile, I opened my own firm *** Caldwell. Financial Transitions *** to guide women through life's upheavals. Word spread. My client list grew. I finally lived my dream. Amelia, now thriving in Charleston, called often. You're amazing. Mom, you're helping people. I'm doing what I wish someone had done for me. Our final court date fell on what would have been our anniversary. Gregory tried to speak. I made a mistake. Maybe we could— No, I said softly. That door is closed, and I meant it. 6 months later, I had a new office, 2 associates, and a growing business. I wasn't just surviving, I was thriving, Amelia once said. If Dad had just been honest, he might have kept half. Maybe so. But then I wouldn't have discovered the best part of this ending. It was really a beginning, not just of freedom, but of me,